And on Blue City Crime, as Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy identifies the Chicago train victim as 26-year-old Bethany McGee, who now suffers from severe burns after police say she was set on fire by a career criminal. Secretary Duffy slamming the city's soft on crime policies for allowing this tragedy to occur, writing, quote, "This would never have happened if this thug had been behind bars, yet Chicago lets repeat offenders roam the streets. Chicago's carelessness is putting the American people at risk. No one should."
This is something that I talk about all the time. Thank y'all for watching Deeply Disgusted. I always say, Democrat cities, they don't want you to win. Now you got professional secretaries and all type of, senators, and these people are telling you that they do not want you to win. They let your criminals stay in your neighborhoods. It's like a recycled door. It's a never-ending door. And if somebody do decide to give somebody some time or get hard on crime, guess what? They'll flip in the race car like, oh, they're racist. They all try to lock us up. So it's a cycle of a lose-lose cycle. You will never get the hood correct. That's why sometimes you just got to give up on them. Like, yo, y'all over there, y'all good? All right, whatever. I'm in the suburbs now.
Should ever have to fear for their life on the subway. This announcement following more violence in the Windy City as one teenager was killed and another 8 were wounded during 2 separate shootings on Friday night. Chicago-based journalist William Kelly joins me now. William, thanks for joining us. You know, things are always bad in Chicago, but it seems to be really bad when it comes to violence right now. Is that true?
God bless you, Carly. Well, I can just say this. Thank God you're not.
I ain't gonna lie. This is a bad bitch. Let me look into those eyes, Blondie. Woof. I always say Fox Media, they have the best looking female commentators around. They outbeat CNN. Got a whole bunch of he-she's. What's the other one? CNN, MSNBC got all the girls that look like men. Fox News is the only channel that actually has feminine females, no matter where they from. Europe, Africa, India, they all feminine.
I'm in Chicago right now because I wouldn't be able to guarantee that you would not be set on fire due to Mayor Brandon Johnson's policies, his policies that are rooted in a hatred for law enforcement. When he was a candidate, he said he wanted to defund the police. I was the only journalist that actually.
How are you going to be mayor and you're saying you want to defund the police? Make that make sense. You are no longer a regular citizen. Now you are for the people. You have been voted in. And you the one who want to defund the police? Idiot. I'm telling you, stupid. They got to put a tax on stupid.
Called him out on it before the election. It's a very sad situation in Carly. As somebody who was born and raised in the city of Chicago, as somebody who loves Chicago with all of his heart, it breaks my heart to see what these policies are doing to the real people of Chicago.
The real people. And I'm not going to lie. I'm not from Chicago, and it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. It breaks it. Because what I'm looking at a whole bunch of people that look like my cousins, look like my brothers, look like they could be my family members. Ignorant, lost. And they think the way to handle things is killing each other. They think the way to dispute, not what we do in business. You know, we sit down, we get the lawyers, and they want to kill each other in order to dispute situations. What's the point of somebody not being here anymore? He didn't even learn his lesson. You killed him.
Abiding citizens, the good people of Chicago, Carly.
Yeah, like this young girl who's now suffering severe burns after just riding the train in this horrific attack by the way, the suspect.
I know, baby. I hear everything you saying.
Had been arrested 72 prior times. And over the weekend,
72 No way. You got to be lying. You telling me somebody is free and they got 72? I remember my cousin got one and they wanted to put him away forever. But that was in a suburban town. You see, it's different. It's different depending on where you are. If you're in those the scum places where they got a list with zip codes, the courts, the judges, and those zip codes, they know what's going on in each zip code. They know the good areas, they know the bad areas. And if you got a certain zip code, I'm telling you, that unless you committed something heinous, which a lot of times, a lot of dudes in the hood, they done committed murder and they done did a plea for 5 years. But if you committed something heinous, if you did it, they putting you right back with the people that you was raised with, because they think that y'all are animals and y'all believe in y'all need to live in one section in a cage on your block.
President Trump posted on Truth Social that people are chanting "Bring in Trump." What do you think about that? I mean, obviously Chicago is a liberal city, so that would be pretty surprising. But what are people saying about this?
Well, the real people, including black and brown people who talk to me every single day, say that they are horrified by this. Brandon Johnson says to this day, right to this very moment, he says that law enforcement is a sickness. That
law enforcement is a sickness coming from the man that looks like he's mentally ill.
Incarcerating repeat violent offenders who, quote, look like him, as in his own words.
I'm not gonna lie, this guy, he needs to go to a toothpaste specialist. He needs to go to a toothpaste specialist. Something's not right up here. What he's saying makes sense. I love what he's saying, but what's on top of his head is, you need help, brother. You need help, man. You need help. There's people out there, there's programs, there's groups that can help you with your issue up there, man. I know. But male baldness is no joke. It's really no joke. But right now, you're looking like a joke.
Who look like him is a sickness. The only sickness in Chicago is Mayor Brandon Johnson's policies. Mayor Brandon Johnson is the sickness that is destroying Chicago, Carly.
Yeah, and you know what else is a sickness? Something that's going on with children right now, because kids appear to be out of control in Chicago. Right. When it comes to this, it should have been a beautiful tree lighting, and it ended in a death of a teenager.
It can't be a beautiful tree lighting. It can't. It cannot be just a beautiful tree lighting in Chicago and the kids come around kumbaya because they wasn't raised like that. I'm a kid from the hood and I'm telling you, stop listening to these suburban guys on the internet. I came from the trenches and I'm telling you, these kids are not raised like that. You cannot force something that is not there. You can't they don't know anything about being happy around a Christmas tree. Their happy days around a Christmas tree was empty gifts, empty promises, empty hope. No G.I. Joes, no Barbie, nothing. Family fighting, dad alcoholic, mama crackhead. It brings back nothing but nightmares when you talk about Christmas and you want them to come around downtown and do kumbaya around a tree and you expect no violence. These kids are traumatized.
And other teens shot. And not only that, last week we saw that viral video of the mother and her two young children getting beaten up.
She got some nice lips, right? She got some, she got some pretty nice lips. Nice facial structure. I like her. I like her. Fox and Friends first. Y'all make sure y'all watch it, okay? And I don't know what time this girl comes on, but it looks like maybe noon. So we'll check it out.
By Chicago children as well. So what's going on when it comes to the kids?
Carly, once again, it's absolutely heartbreaking. And by the way, this was not on the South Side where I grew up. This was on State Street, that great street that Frank Sinatra used to talk.
Heartbreaking my ass. F those kids. F all those kids out there. Lock them up. Lock them up. They parents failed them, and we need to handle the situation. It's no unless these kids are talking about, you talking about 5, 6 years old. Okay, yeah. You talking about a whole bunch of teenagers? Lock them up. Put them all in juvie. We got millions of more to work on. We have to save the ones that want to be saved. Those kids need to be put under jail. Under the jail. That's how you help them out. Let them know what time. What date will they be free? What day? 2030. Hey, that's when we're gonna allow you to come back out, and we're gonna see if you could, be good and be a normal citizen. We know your parents failed you, and society, we don't have time raising you because your parents are supposed to raise you. So right now, we're just gonna put you away. Yeah, get your ass back in that cage and stay there at least until you turn 21 or 22. Okay, that's what we're doing with these kids. Thank y'all. Like and subscribe, and I hope my man here work on a toupee. Somebody donate a toupee to this man or
Talk
something.
about all the time. This
Okay.
was not on.
I didn't mean to do that, y'all, but y'all know I'm a little crazy with the. Okay, y'all like and subscribe. I just want to get my focus back on Yellow Bone Blondie over here. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Thank y'all for watching.